Cards are on. You can see them, which is wonderful.
For now, you can see them.
You can't make them out that well, so I have to just kind of go through what they all are.
Okay.
After we introduce ourselves.
Right.
We are on camera. We're looking snazzy.
Are we?
Yeah, I think so. I would say we're looking snazzy.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Charla.
I'm Snazzy Justin.
We make up sweethearts or rivals.
Snazzy sweethearts or rivals.
Really?
Sure. Why not?
Swanky?
Swanky, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jeff might have that copyrighted.
Oh, we'll have
Swanky.
to check with him.
We are twitching. We are live. We are watching a chat right over there. So if you want to say something, chat over there. As soon as we see it, we'll either answer it on there or we'll answer it right on camera, whichever way we go.
Yep.
Yep. You should be able to see us in the corner and the game board and the main screen. What are we playing today?
San Juan.
That's right. San Juan is by Ravensburger and Aaliyah.
Right.
Excuse me for a sec. Pardon me. Alright, and it plays how many players?
I think it plays...
2 to 4?
The box there. 2 to 4 or 2 to 5?
2 to 4. 10 plus. 45 to 60.
Minutes.
And it's a 3 out of 10 brain burner?
I guess.
Never seen that before.
Nope, that's the first time.
Cool.
You need to be 3 out of the 10 brains.
Yeah. There you go.
3 of your 10 brains need to be firing to play this game.
So this is a card version of Puerto Rico. So there's no board, there's no pieces, it's just cards.
Right. It's action selection.
Yeah.
And the cards have variable uses.
Yep. So here's my indigo plant that I started off with.
An indigo plant.
And we'll probably have to do the start player die to see who's going to be the governor first.
Right.
And we get so many cards.
Depending on how many players, I think.
4 cards.
In a 2-player game.
Yep.
Well, I'll deal them out.
Okay. There we go.
There we go. And we have a hand limit, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. And the hand limit is 7. Or is it 6? I'm pretty sure it's 7. There's a card that makes it either limited by 1 or higher than 1. Higher by 1. Bum, bum, bum. I guess it's been a while since we played this.
It was only a few weeks ago.
We play a lot of games.
Yeah.
Where is... Here we go. Yes, 7. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So it's 7, but there's a card that causes your hand limit to go down by 1, which is why it says 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a card that can actually bring your hand limit up to 12.
Right.
So I'll get the start player die.
Right.
So we can roll to see who goes first.
Okay. I guess I'm rolling first.
Yep.
I got a 3.
I got a 3.
Isn't that funny? 4.
4. 6. Ha-ha! I'm first. So I am the governor. Put that right here. And basically what happens is you have cards in your hand and they represent money. This is your money. So if you want to build something from your hand, when you build that card, that's 1 less money that you have in your hand. Mm-hmm. And then you have to discard the rest of the cards
as money.
As the money.
Yeah. And on the card, it will say up in the corner how much it costs to build it.
Yep.
And down here, it says how many points you're going to get for it in the end.
Yep.
And then it's usually got a description here of what it does for you right there. And you play until you have so many buildings.
Yes. And I believe it is 12.
I want to say 12 too, so we must be right.
I think we might be.
I think we do make a few mistakes, so you have to...
Every now and then, yeah. Yep, 12th building. Yeah. The game ends when any player has built a 12th building.
It ends immediately.
Immediately at the end of the builder phase of the 12th building.
The builder phase of the 12th building.
Yeah. So that's, first of all, with the cards, there are a number of producing cards. Indigo plants, there's sugar,
Tobacco,
coffee,
silver.
There we go. You can have as many of those as you want, and you can have multiples of the same kind. But the rest of the buildings, you can only ever have one of them. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot. This is the second printing or the second edition, and it has like a whole bunch of extra cards in it that were all expansions from the first one. So if you can get your hands on San Juan, this is the copy you want to get because it's got everything, which is awesome.
Yeah. New
strategies, new tactics, new everything.
So what are the actions we can select for action selection?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And in a 2-player game, the governor chooses first, then you're going to choose, and then the governor chooses again, and then governor passes to the next person. So you can do a builder. Each player can build one building. So whenever an action is selected, everybody does the action. But the person who chose it gets the privilege. And for the builder phase, the privilege is it costs 1 card less to build.
Right.
The producer, each player can produce 1 good. The privilege is you can produce an additional good. Mm-hmm. The trader, each player can sell 1 good. The privilege is they can sell an additional 1. The counselor, each player draws 2 cards and chooses 1 to keep, discards the other. The privilege is you get to draw an additional 3 cards. So the person who chooses the counselor gets to draw 5 cards and keep 1. And finally, there's a prospector, which has no action whatsoever, but the person who chooses it for their privilege, they get to draw a card.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take a look at my cards here. What do I got? What can I get? I really like that, which means I am going to choose 2. Ooh, I like that too. Ooh, I don't like that so much. That's not so good. So it's tricky because there's a card in my hand that costs 4 to build. But as soon as I want to build it, I only have 3 cards. And I really want to keep this card, so I only have 2 cards. Now what do I do? So I'm going to prospect. And then just move that out of the place, and that gives me a card. That was easy.
I really want to build.
Yep.
And I know that you want to keep a card, so I'm going to build.
I see what you're doing. You're building. So yeah, so it's tricky. I got a card, but now I can't build for 1 less because you chose it.
And I can build for 1 less.
Yep.
So it costs me 2, but it's actually 1.
And I'm going to discard 2 to build a trading post. I'm going to put those up here. So that's going to give me a point at the end of the game, and it allows me to sell 1 additional good when I sell. Aha! What am I going to do now? I don't know. I'm going to do a counselor so I can draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you get 2.
Yep.
And it's very important that the discards are face down so nobody can see what cards have kind of disappeared from the pile. So, that is it. Please go back.
You have to check our hand limit.
I got 3.
I have 3.
Okay.
And there's something else too. Any certain cards activate, but
Yeah.
we don't have any of those.
We don't.
Office buildings, banks, chapels of building functions.
There you go. So that's it.
Okay, so I am going to produce.
Produce. Okay.
So I get to produce 2. So 1 indigo, 1 sugar.
And I get to produce an indigo. Alright, what am I going to do now? I am going to... Ooh, that's really nice. I like that. How am I going to get that? Because I really want that too.
I know it's hard.
Yeah.
I had all the cards in my hand are pretty good.
Yeah. So I am going to trade. So I get to sell a good for 1 card. or just drop it on the ground.
Mm-hmm. And because it was indigo, that's why you get one.
Yep.
And I get to sell a good, because I can only do one.
That's correct.
Whereas you could have done two.
This is true, but I only have one.
I'm going to sell my indigo because maybe sugar will be worth more when we flip that.
Gotcha. So then this goes down here. This comes like that. Voila.
And it's not.
And you get to choose another one.
I'm going to prospect.
Okay, so you get a card.
Yeah. One, two, three, four, five. I have 5 cards.
Excellent. Alright, so now I'm the governor. I got 4 cards, so I'm good. What am I going to do now? I am going to have to... Man, I need cards. I'm going to prospect and get a card.
I'm going to build for 1 less. Because I activated it, so that's number 3. Cost me 3, but I only have to spend 2.
So...
And I got the aqueduct.
Nice.
Owner produces 1 good more.
Nice. So you built. Can I build? I cannot build.
Oh, that's sad.
Or can I build? Nope, can't build. So it's my go. What am I going to do now? Darn it. I guess I'm going to do Counselor again. So, 2 cards. An additional 3 cards. 2 cards. I need to keep 1. Good cards. I don't want to get rid of any of them.
It's hard when they're all really good cards.
Let's go for that. Wonderful. Alright, so that was my phase. Like so. Governor goes to you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 cards.
I have 3.
Okay. It's your go.
So I'm not doing the building. I don't want to pick produce because I could produce 2 and I can only produce 1. Not gonna trade. Or should I trade? I'm gonna trade.
You're gonna trade?
Yep.
Oh, well, I suppose, yeah, that's good. I
1
don't get
sugar
anything.
and I get 1.
Yeah.
Yep, because you don't get anything, that's why I did it. And then if you were to choose produce, then I could get it back.
True, because you can produce 1 extra good, right?
Well, I didn't want you to remember that, but yes, I can.
And I get to sell 1 additional good.
Mm-hmm.
I really need to get some cards going. So I'm going to build. I'm going to discard 3 cards because I can build for 1 cheaper. And I'm going to build the Prefecture. It allows me to keep 1 additional card from those drawn from the Counselor phase. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. When I saw that, I was like, no way, I'm getting rid of that. Because that is awesome.
Let me just think here if I want to build this or not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna actually build the gold mine. Cost me 1.
That's it?
Yeah. During the prospector phase, owner draws 4 cards, and if all have different building costs, keeps the cheapest.
Oh, that's cool. Then the prospector phase. Draw 1 card. Draw 4 cards, and if all have different, keeps the cheapest. I don't get that. Oh, because you can do that. So if I choose prospector, your action is none, but now you have an action. You draw 4 cards. If they're all different, you get to keep the cheapest. Whereas if you do the privilege, it makes sense just to do that instead. Okay, no, that makes sense. Cool.
I think.
I'll have to look that up, because it doesn't make sense. This, you draw a card and you get to keep it. That, you draw 4, but you only get to keep the cheapest one.
If they're all different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that it's better than getting no action, but it's not better than the privilege. So it's a gold mine, right?
Yeah, just double check.
Yeah.
We've probably already looked it up 100 times. But.
So after the prospector's privilege has been taken, the owner of a gold mine. So if you choose prospector, you get the privilege and then you get to take that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that is really awesome for like a cost of 1.
But what if you do privilege or prospector?
I'm pretty sure you still get to do that. Yeah, after the prospector's privilege has been taken, the owner of a gold mine draws the top 4 cards. If they all show different construction costs, you keep the cheapest card.
Nice.
Discard the remaining 3.
That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes... Because otherwise, this is a great way of the governor to get a card and the other person to get nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whenever prospecting happens, you have the chance of getting at least 1 card, if not 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome. Cool. So, that was me building. You're the governor. You get to go again.
So I either should do the prospector or... I'm going to do the prospector.
Yeah, might as well.
After all that talk about it. So I get 1 card and I get to keep it.
Yep.
That's a good one. And then I get to draw 4 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're all different costs...
Yep.
Do I put them face up? Or you just take my word for it?
Doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
can put them face up.
2, 3, 1, 4.
Wow. So you do get to keep.
Oops.
Let's just put those on the bottom, maybe.
Okay. Oops.
There you go.
I get to keep a hut.
Yep.
Kevin's. Hut. Owner draws
This
1
stuff is a little
card
bit too
if no good whistles.
close to each other.
Yeah.
Spread it out a little bit. And discard pile. Maybe we'll go right there.
Sure.
There we go. Butter. Alright, so actions go back.
Now you're the governor.
I'm the governor. Sliding these around is easier when you don't have this.
Right. But we can't use our real table because it's too shiny.
Yeah. Alright, so I am going to do counselor, of course, because why not? So I get 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get 2 cards. You get to keep 1, and I get to keep 2.
That sounds mean.
Don't want that. Don't want that.
Oh yeah, I only get to keep 1. Duh.
Yep. Okay. Counselor phase done. Your go.
I'm gonna build.
Building. Okay.
So I get to build for 1 cheaper. I'm gonna build the carpenter. And that costs me 2.
Okay.
And what this does is owner draws 1 card after building a city building.
Nice.
Yeah. I like it.
I built the archive, so during the counselor phase, I can discard cards from my hand. Yeah.
You're just building a whole strategy around that.
I know. I'm like total counselor dude.
I guess.
Nice. All right, so I get to go again.
Mm-hmm.
Just do prospector and get a card.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know that gives you a card.
2, 5, 5. Do I still have to draw the 4th one?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, it kind of would.
I'm actually starting to think that maybe you would do it
Secret?
secretly. Because a lot of this information is secret.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it? It was the gold mine?
Yep. But you'd have to take my word for it if I did it secretly.
Doesn't say.
Anyway, there's a double, so I discard them. And I did take all 4 because it seems like...
Yeah.
Because you could draw 4 and then look at them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Alright. So...
Reset.
Reset.
I have 2 cards.
And this becomes yours. And I've got 3 cards. Now I've got to get some producing going on. My producing is not working out well.
Well, I need to produce. I need some cards, and that's how you get them.
Yeah, so you're producing?
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
I wish I had another thing, because I would have been able to.
I'm going to do counselor. Because it's the only thing that really helps me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And then I get to... So at 3, which means I get to keep 5 out of all of these. I shall discard that. I do not want it. I shall discard that. I do not want it. I shall discard that. I do not want it. I shall discard 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I don't have to discard anything else. Okay.
And I have to trade.
Trade.
So I can sell 2 goods, and it will give me 3 cards.
Okay.
1, 2.
I sell 1 for a card.
Oops.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got a hand limit of 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so we're good.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. Just gotta. Yeah, not that. Okie doke. Alright, and we sold stuff, which means this got to switch as well.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and I am the governor, so I am going to build for 1 cheaper, so 4 cards to build a silver smelter.
I'm
Ooh,
gonna
yeah.
build a chapel.
Nice. For 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
1, 2, 3.
Cool. Alright, your choice.
Look at you with your silver.
I know, that's awesome. Silver. Now I think I can get some stuff going.
Yeah, because you'll probably produce. So that means I'm going to prospect.
Prospect.
So I get a card. And then I look at 4. There's 1 for 2, 1 for 3, 1 for 4, and 1 for 5. So I
Nice.
get to keep the 2.
Yep. Alright, and I am definitely going to produce. So I get to produce indigo and silver.
Oh, and I'm going to produce, and I can produce 2.
Yep.
So I produce both.
Nice. Governor goes to you. Card limit of 7.
4. Can you sell extra cards?
Yes, I can sell 1 additional good.
Oh, that's annoying. But, oh, and I have, I would only get 2 cards. But I really want to keep this one, I think. Yes, I do. And this one here, we checked our hand limit, but we didn't do the building thing. I have a chapel now.
Oh, okay. So what's the chapel do again?
I put 1 card. I can put 1 card under it.
Ooh, that's right. Yeah,
So
that's cool.
I'm doing that right now for points
Nice.
at the end of the game. So I am gonna sell. I'm doing the trader.
Trader?
Yeah, but I only
Okay.
have sugar and indigo, so I only get 2 cards.
Okay, and I get 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then.
Oh, and I didn't draw a card when I at the chapel.
Oh, that's right. You gotta remember that. Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just gonna forget about it, but I have to remember that.
I'm gonna build for 1 to get myself a well.
Okay, I'm building as well, so I'll get to draw a card, but I'm also building a well.
Nice.
So I get to draw a card.
I'm just gonna rearrange this so I can kind of keep my cards that work together.
And that owner draws 1 card when producing at least 2 goods, so
Yep.
that's nice.
Yeah. So you did trader, I did builder. That's you.
Now I get to pick one. I need more cards, like always.
Yeah.
Should I produce? You can produce 1 extra.
No, I can sell 1 extra. I can't produce an extra.
I will produce then.
Okay.
Because you can only produce 1 at this time.
Yep. Oh, I forgot to switch that.
Good, because now that's a good one. Oh, right. Owner draws 1 card when producing at least 2 goods, so I also get a card.
You got it. All right, hand limit of 2, and any buildings where you can put cards under.
I'm going to put 1 under.
Okay.
Why did you say hand limit at 2?
Sorry, hand limit of 7. 2. It's because I was looking at my hand, which was 2. You can't have more cards than me.
Okay.
All right, so I need some cards.
Me too.
Counselor. I love doing this. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2 for you. All right, and I get to keep 2. So that can go away. That can go away. I like that. That as well.
Me?
Yes, it is you.
I'm going to sell. Trader.
Okay. Trader. All right.
Yeah, so I sell for 1 less. Or no, sorry. Sell for 1 less. I get to sell 2 goods.
Yep.
So that means I get 3 cards.
Nice. I'll sell 1, which will give me 3 cards. And it's my go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do building.
Me too. I build a silver smelter, and I have to spend 5 of my cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. I built a market hall. I draw 1 card when selling at least 1 good. Interesting. Okay. That was it. Governor and hand limit of 7.
I have 1.
And card thingies.
Oh. I don't want to get rid of this card.
Well, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you got
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
So I am going to produce, and owner produces 1 more good. So I get to produce 3 goods.
Nice.
1,
I get 1 good.
2, 3.
No, I think I didn't do that.
No, I don't think
No,
you
I
did. 'Cause
didn't.
I
'Cause
got
I had
3 and
3.
you had 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever.
2's better than none.
Counselor. It gives me 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I can't complain about that. Oop.
Doesn't matter, I guess. I'm pretty sure. Did I just do produce? I was supposed to draw a card. My fault for not remembering.
There you go.
If I build a building, I get a card. If I produce, I get a card. And I can produce one extra good. Nothing extra for me selling cards.
Alright, so I did the counselor. It's your go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the trader.
Trading?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get 1 from indigo and 2 for my silver, so that's 3.
Okay. And I get that, which is 2. But because of my market haul, I get 1 other. 1 extra. And then before I forget, this comes down like that. That goes like so. That does that. These all come back up. I become the governor. Hand limit 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And I do my chapel.
That is not cool. I have to get rid of a card. That I did not like at all. Alright. And it's my go, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to build. I'm going to build the tower, which will allow me to keep up to 12 cards. And I need to get rid of 2 for that. And those will be the 2.
I'll build an indigo plant.
Okay. We got now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Yowzers. And your go.
So, draw a card when producing at least 1 good. So I'll produce.
Mm-hmm.
And I can produce all 3 of those. Because of my aqueduct.
Oh, I get to produce. No, still don't get to produce 2. You're always doing that. Grg.
Grg.
Oh, fine. I'm going to trade then.
Oh, and I draw a card when I produce.
Yep.
I forgot. You're going to trade.
Yep, so I'm going to get rid of that, and that's going to give me 4 cards.
And I can only sell 1, or I can only trade 1. So I might as well do I can only sell 1.
Mm-hmm.
Silver it is for 3 cards.
Governor goes to you. Hand limit is 7, except for me, it's 12. Ha,
And
ha,
I
ha.
get to put card under the chapel. I build.
You were building?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I build the harbor and I have to spend 3 cards.
Spend 3 and I build a bank.
3. And what the harbor does is owner puts 1 just sold good under the harbor for 1 victory point at the end of the game.
Nice. The bank once in the game.
You can put all kinds of cards under it.
There you go. So that was you doing the builder, and it's my go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to produce.
I'll produce.
And I get to draw a card because I produced 2 goods.
So I'm going to do the trader so I can sell some goods here.
Nice.
And what was that? Oh, I had to produce at least 2 goods to get that.
Yep.
And I could only produce 1. So I can sell 2, so it's going to be... When I traded last time, did we move that?
Yep.
Okay. So I get
I think.
3. And
Because I've been trying to do it like immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only sell 2, I think. I should have drawn a card from a carpenter. It's hard to keep track of all the different...
Things you can do? Yeah.
I find it. Anyway.
Sometimes, yeah. So I can sell both. And that will give me
I'm
1,
gonna sell
2,
one of
3,
these.
4, and 5.
And I can sell silver in that, so I get 4. Okay.
Okay. And that is all of them.
Now, does anything happen when I sell?
5, 6, 7, 8,
Produce.
10. So, hand limit.
Oh yeah, and I was supposed to put 1 under the harbor.
of one of your goods.
That's
that
what
you
it
use.
was.
Yep.
Yeah. That
Okay.
I just sold. Yeah.
So if you want, you can put a card under your chapel, and I'm going to put my entire hand under the bank. Because that was a lot of cards. And that was awesome.
I'm definitely putting something under the chapel.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you only need 2 more buildings.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still only 1 ahead of me, which isn't too bad.
1 ahead of you for what?
For buildings that you built.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do counselor. 1, 2, 3. And now we must pause for a shuffle.
Oh, it's hard to I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember. Produce one's more good. Maybe I should reorganize these. This one I'll always remember.
That was dumb. That was not what I wanted to do. I did not want to do a counselor.
Owner draws 1 card when producing. Okay, so that one's... and that one. So all my special ability cards are on the top. So
Yep.
now...
I messed that up.
That's okay.
That's alright. Bum, bum, bum. One more. I think she ought to do it.
Okay.
Alrighty. And I've got to get rid of 3 of them. I can only keep 2. Okay. That was my go.
I'm gonna trade
Interesting.
so that I can put 1 under my harbor.
Yep.
And that was a sugar and an indigo, so I get 2 cards.
Okay. I got nothing I can trade. I'm going to produce. And I get to draw a card for producing at least 2 goods.
Okay, and I get to produce 2 cards.
Yep, because you have a bonus card.
And then if I produce 2 goods, I get to draw a card.
Yep.
Which I finally remembered.
Yep. Governor is yours. Hand limit and special
2,
cards.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, which comes first, the discard or the putting under the chapel?
Remind owners of office buildings, banks, and chapels of building functions. Then check players' hands limit 6, 7, or 12. Then start the new round. There you go.
So I have to put 1 under here and discard down to 7.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? 2, 3. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Never mind.
No problem.
So now I need to do the trader, I think, so that I make sure I get something under the harbor.
Okay.
So that's my silver and my sugar for 5.
Okay. I get to sell my silver and my indigo
1,
for 3, 4, 5.
2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So that was my go first, right?
Yep, you
What you
did
doing?
trade. Oh, right. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I should probably get some stuff out. So I am going to build
Me too.
For 2.
I built for 4.
To get a chapel out, because I don't have any
4.
chapels.
And when I build a city thing, I get a card.
Nice. So what are you at, 11?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. 1 more.
I'm gonna produce. And I get to produce 3.
No, I don't get to produce 1.
And I get to draw a card.
Yep.
And that's the turn. So we have to do putting the cards under the thing.
Yep.
And then our hand limit. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Governor comes over to me.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So I am going to build.
Me too.
3 to build a coffee roaster.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to build a hero.
Oh, wow. Which means I think that is it.
Oh, it ends immediately.
At the end of the builder phase, yeah. Because you got your 12th building, don't you?
Yeah, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yep. That is it.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be done.
Okay.
Alright, so now we count up points.
Does it matter if you have anything left in your hand?
I'm checking that right now because it counts as gold, so. Alright, so. Victory points for other buildings, points under a chapel, points for 6-point things. Yes, if 2 or more players are tied, the tied player add the number of cards in their hands, number of cards in their hands, plus the number of cards on the production buildings. Whoever has the most wins. So, I don't have any cards in my hand.
I only have 1.
So if there is a tie, you win. Then we just count points.
So, there's a score pad in here.
Oh, right. Score pad. I like score pads. I like keeping like all the games and looking back to see
How well I beat you every time.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I was going to say that about myself.
Right.
This is our 4th game, and so far I'm beating you 2-1. Let's see.
Well, you have an awful lot of cards in your bank, so I think I might be out of luck this round.
So the first thing you do is you total all your building cards.
So just all the points on the bottom?
Yep.
$25.
Wow. Beat me by 6 points.
Good.
Then we look at the chapel, bank, and the harbor, and those card points come out.
Chapel and the harbor for me. $9.
Ooh. I didn't have nearly as much as you. I only had 11.
No, you have 11. That's 2 more than me.
I know, but I thought I had a whole lot more than you.
Oh, okay.
6-point buildings and cathedrals, which I don't have any.
I don't have any.
Yeah, didn't get any of those.
No.
Which means I believe you won.
What else do we get points for?
Well, you do a subtotal, and then if you have the palace.
Oh, I don't have the palace.
No, so none of us gets points for that. Which means you win 34-30.
Ooh, I win.
You
so now
win.
we're 2-2
Nice.
on San Juan.
Woo.
Yeah.
Tiebreaker?
Tiebreaker.
I'm just kidding. Another time.
Yeah, and we just got this because we watched
Shut Up and Sit Down.
Sit Down. Yeah,
Yep.
Paul, right?
Yes.
He did it and made us want this game. And then there was a super duper deal on Amazon.ca with free shipping, and we were like,
Yeah.
take my money.
And it feels so similar to Puerto Rico,
Yeah,
except
it does.
we can play 2 players,
Yes.
and it takes all of like 2 minutes to set up,
Yeah.
and it doesn't take long to play.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the only thing that threw me about it when we first started playing is the idea that the cards in your hand is money.
Are your money.
That's
And you have to sacrifice some really good cards. Like, I had this really cool card and I saved it forever. It was the library. I probably can't find it, but it was gonna double all my privileges.
Oh wow.
But it was 5 to get it out.
Yeah.
And I had it right at the beginning. But I never could get enough cards because I was always not spending that to build something.
Yeah.
So I just let it go.
Yep.
Anyway.
Other than that trickiness, it's awesome. I really enjoy the game.
Yep. Yeah, you're not really one for card games either.
No.
Yeah.
But I also think I enjoy it more because I really like Puerto Rico and we can never play the game.
Because it's a 3 to 5, I think? Yeah.
And
There's a 2-player variant, but we haven't really looked up that rule yet. So.
No. So that was San Juan. Awesome. So I'm not going to pause the stream. I'm just going to pause the recording, and then we're going to set up Stone Age.
Sure. What time is it?
It's 10 to 10.
10 to 10. Well, you have to work tomorrow. Do you want to do another one?
I don't know. I want to play another game.
I know. Well, it doesn't feel that long to play Stone Age.
Nope. And we got a kitty.
We got a kitty. Hi, kitty. That one's Jinx.
Hey, Jinxie.